All right, so this is what I want to talk about and what I've done in the last couple of days because I've been posting and I really need to figure out this $100 million audience growing organically skill. Why, after reading Alex Hormozy's $100 million leads, where do you even get the leads in the first place? And ultimately, the whole idea is to generate your audience first, understand what the audience wants, because the most important thing these days when you're generating content is having an audience. Those people that have 5K to 10K following and even producing like 5 to 10K views for videos, some of them aren't even using their audience properly by even just doing that market research. What is market research? Just figuring out the problems of what the consensus wants and making a product or service to solve the problem. So, in my mindset at the moment, this is where I'm standing as a beginner trying to build in public. What am I trying to build? I'm trying to build a lead gen agency via cold email, trying to send 1K worth of emails per day with 45 Outlook basic business licenses. So why is my consistency a 6 out of 10? Because I could be showing up more days. Execution, I feel like since I'm being a beginner, a lot of mistakes are happening and I'm still executing, but no money yet. But something to watch back on because I am not giving up. If it's a 0 out of 10, it means I'm giving up, which I don't want. That's the only number that I am wanting to focus on. Make sure it doesn't hit 0, especially for anyone in the same situation as I am, trying to figure out what to do, especially at the start. If you're in sales, if you're in high ticket sales, you've got a skill, but you have nothing to sell. And what the problem I run is you're applying for jobs and you have no background experience, or you land a job, but the offer isn't that good. The other thing is you land an awesome offer, but the offer that you've got, they have high standards and you're still a beginner. So you get cut like me if you're not closing at anything above 20%. Intelligence. All right, this is what Alex Hormozy has mentioned, so don't quote me on this, but I generally think this is a really good quote. The difference between being intelligent and smart: smart is how much information you know, intelligence is how quickly you change your behavior based on new information. So we're constantly getting new information from YouTube or any other social media platforms, but the rate you change your behavior and start executing and start implementing is how intelligent you are. Why is mine a 5 out of 10? I'm still consuming too much information. What you can get out of one free value video, that should just last you 2 weeks to try to figure out what to do. So, the first thing, where the hell are these $100 million audience? Where do they lurk? YouTube. What I'm currently doing is watching podcasts and content creators and seeing what kind of free value they provide and also how they talk to their audience. I'm a big fan of Jackie Chow. Awesome name as well. What is he doing that I really like? SEO. I have no idea what that means, but he's posting every single day for 10 minutes and he is killing it. And for that reason, I am not as consistent as he is. But the reason why he's posting every day, it's a long-term play. Imagine posting a video every single day for the whole entire year. That's 365 videos, regardless of if it's heinous content or really good value. Volume negates luck. The other person that I'm a big fan of is Cody Schneider. He gives awesome startup ideas, bootstrapping them. For those that are still basically new to the space, I think bootstrap means starting from zero, nothing, or just going based on your own personal finances and building a company, a one man company or one lady company from there and growing it. So I'm a big fan of those two. I highly recommend you guys watch those two. Jackie Chow for consistency. If you guys are into SEO, I try to figure it out, but I have no idea, so I'm not going to try. And Cody Schneider, he has awesome startup ideas. Highly recommend those two. And also, I'm trying to build my personal brand on YouTube X. I have a app called Assembly, pretty expensive. I probably most likely will get rid of it and find something a bit cheaper, like later.com. That's only $30. And I'm just posting tweets every single day, 7 tweets a day, and seeing and just reading data. And again, the data that I'm getting is trying to figure out what content to talk about to build an audience from that. LinkedIn, I'm doing cold DM. The thing that I got from Cody from watching his videos is LinkedIn is going to release and probably already done a For You page. What that does that mean? LinkedIn is turning to TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube with short form content. And the arbitrage play, based on what I've been looking at, is founders. The next step to evolution is being influencers. So founders being influencers, getting that organic traffic, and then building an audience from that. And the play is pitching to finding founders in the first place. That's a hard thing, especially if you have nothing to present. Post videos on your LinkedIn profile, short form, and say, hey, this is what I'm doing. You should do it too, because LinkedIn is about to pop off with short form content. That's the type of audience I'm trying to attract. Again, some people are saying that just focus on one platform. At the moment, anyone who's brand new, you have no idea what you're doing. So just for me, I'm just going old guns blazing in everything. Okay, just blasting YouTube, X, LinkedIn, and seeing what happens. I was doing Instagram a bit before, but I'm just switching. Again, if you're a beginner, just do whatever. Especially if you're not going based on a course, it's just trial and error, trial and error. Okay, so yeah, highly recommend Cody and Jackie. I highly recommend this one, How to Start a Podcast Clips Agency powered by AI that makes 10K a month. That is a very compelling video. Highly recommend you guys to watch this. If you don't know where to start, watch it. Only 4 minutes of your time, and you might be someone that can execute on this. It's all about execution, but doing trial and error, trial and error. The reason why there's no courses out there yet is because these are just startup ideas, and the more you trial and error, that's essentially the cost of a course, which I will be talking to you guys about later on. Jackie Chow, posting every single day. Highly rate this guy. Another guy that I started watching about cold email agency is Jim Foom. I'm just pretty much learning from him. So everything that I know about cold email, this is the guy that's providing awesome content about starting a cold email lead gen agency. And I feel like that's a play, especially if you are a high ticket salesperson. If you're good at sales, all you need to do is have a service to provide. I feel like the missing link, if you are in high ticket sales, is trying to figure out how to get leads. And you think about it in your head, if you know how to sell, you just need leads. Because if you're closing at 20%, 30%, 35%, if you have leads, you are closing no matter what. This is what you've been taught, this is what you've been trained on. Understand the concepts of how lead generation works, which is what I'm trying to figure out. And then all you do is just put in the reps. Even if you're closing at 20%, or if you can't close and you've got the high ticket sales skills, lead gen is the play. If you are in high ticket sales and struggling, like myself, trying to find a job, and then once you find a job, you are only closing 10% commissions, why not just start your own offer? Why not be that one man band and figure out another skill stack on your sales, lead gen, and then you're running a business, okay? And all this is free information. Just copy what I'm doing and you can figure it out as well. I am not that smart. I'm still trying to figure it out myself. And the thing what I'm starting to realize is that free value is actually pretty good. You just have to try. Just try that extra bit. I know courses are good because you're being spoon-fed like information, but this doesn't make you force yourself to learn. And I don't know about you guys. I like a bit of anxiety and a bit of stress when it comes to learning because one, you're just burning money because you're paying for apps, trying to figure it out on your own, and also you're burning time. I mean, those two mixed together is the recipe for absolute anxiety galore. And if you can't handle it, then yeah, sure, go see a go to a course. They're amazing. Programs are amazing. Mentorship and having a coach, they literally hold your hand for every single step of the way. But right now, I'm not in a situation to like learn at a pace with mentors. I need to get shit going. I need a fire burn up my butt to just make things happen. So that's why I'm going for the free route now. And on that, I'm just going to tell you how much money I'm burning, and I need to try to figure out how to burn less because I don't want the bank account to hit zero. But I want to show you guys what I'm facing just to make sure you guys who have some capital to deploy, maybe you're doing part time, maybe you want to get out of 9 to 5, you're trying to figure out how much it costs to start up like a side hustle. I don't know if it starts from zero. I don't even know how to start from zero, but I know you need to deploy a bit of capital, get some AI tools to speed up the process, which is pretty much what I'm doing. So assembly, that's the planner that I'm using. 300 Australian, pretty expensive. There is a cheaper option. I just went for it because again, action more than research. That's why I paid 300 for the month. I want to get rid of it, drop down to a $30 one, save myself $270, and then do it a bit more manually. The good thing about assembly is that they do mass bulk planning, but I don't have that money to spend. So I'll afford to like cut down on that option to pay for the $30 option. I haven't used later.com yet, but pretty much the same thing. I'll save myself $270 and deploy on something else. So essentially, this is what Assembly does. It just uh, schedules tweets. From there, you analyze the impressions. Again, starting off, so therefore, don't expect comments, don't expect retweets, don't expect likes. Look at the impressions. Is find the one that has the most impressions. So even if it's small, like 22, copy that tweet, run it through ChatGPT for free, and then spit out more themes and content like that, and then rinse and repeat. Okay, so $300 to do that, I think it's a pretty expensive. I'll use later.com, only $30, and do the same thing. I'm doing the same thing for LinkedIn. Just rinse and repeat, analyze the data, find the one that has the most impressions, make content more like that. Also, the other thing is look for impressions that have the lowest number, copy that, put into ChatGPT and say, do not make content like this. That way, you're going more away from lower numbers and more towards higher numbers. Beehive is a um, newsletter app that I'm using. $0. I'll show it to you if I took a screenshot. Boom. I just got some emails posting, not that much. Two newsletters just talking about my journey. I feel like with this channel, it's all about watching me eat shit sandwiches pretty much every day until I make some money. Because a lot of people on YouTube and social media, they don't see the process. That's why I like Jackie Chow so much, because you're just seeing the process of the grind day by day by day. Because in reality, what you see on the internet is the end product, and a lot of people associate do the work and then the outcome happens. But there's do the work a billion times in between the journey. The journey is never short. The journey is long as fuck. So watch me eat like the more. This is the play. You're probably gonna watch me from a year from now, and you're gonna be like, "Damn, this guy's still eating shit sandwiches, but he's still going." And it's all about consistency. I don't think a program or mentorship would be sustainable enough for just buying accountability or consistency. I could be wrong, but I just feel like it's so expensive. But if you actually do the work, then you can watch someone's videos, and this is essentially like a program in itself because you can see what they're doing, do less of the things that suck, which is the early part, and just copy and paste the stuff that they're doing. Obviously, you still have to execute. You can't just keep watching videos, but some people just love the entertainment. So watch me succeed because I am not going to give up. All right. And again, words are like magical spells. Don't say bad shit to yourself because otherwise you're going to just give up. I used to do that. And now I'm just like, I'm going to make this shit happen. Okay. The other thing that I need to figure out with my finances is school. That was good, but too expensive. So that potentially is going to go be removed. Whoops. Swell AI, maybe consider it. It's only $60. Essentially, you just punch in an MP4 of a podcast and it'll just cut short form into it. School might be a more of a long term play. I might keep it, but I'm just burning $150 Australian per month because I don't have an audience yet, and that's my problem. I need an audience. Loom, love it, using it right now, $23, and that's my content. I don't need a sick camera yet. I don't need a microphone. This is just $10 from Officeworks. I've got earphones, protecting myself from radiation because it's not Bluetooth. I am skeptical about wireless earphones, so wired because I'm going to be doing this every day. I want to protect my ears. I don't want to go deaf. Plus, I don't want some kind of weird growth growing in my ear. So wired is the way to go. G Suite, I'll probably delete that because I'm using Outlook now, and that is expensive. So Outlook Business Starter, I'm going to get 45 email licenses / accounts, and it works out to be 485 Australian per month. And that is going to be the most expensive thing that I'm going to do. Again, watch me do it, and that way you're learning and learn from our mistakes. I'm taking all the risk here so you guys don't have to, okay? Because either this is blocked from a paywall where it's in the course, but you can watch me fail, so therefore you don't have to fail on your journey to make $100 million audience to sell them on a service or product to get you out of the rat race. Sales Navigator. So that's a LinkedIn service. Essentially, I think it just gets you leads. I haven't used it properly, but all I know is that you have another option to LinkedIn to give them messages, but you are limited to 20 more messages on top of the 20 connects you are allowed to do per day. So LinkedIn is pretty slow, but again, it's a long-term play. I probably will get rid of that just to save money. So if I get rid of that plus school, that's already almost $300 I can save. $300 goes to the Outlook, and I'll build after that. If I can get my first case study, which is the goal, 1 or 2 case studies, free work, maybe a little bit of a performance clause just to get a bit of cash flow going in, because right now my current problem is cash flow. Everything's all negative at the moment because I'm just trying to set this up. And this is one thing a lot of people don't tell you. You're a beginner for a reason, so you're going to be burning money. Okay, if you're not okay with burning money, then go through the whole entire process doing it for free. No money, you're just burning your time. And how much time do you have? If you are 18, then you have no money, then yeah, sure, you've got time to burn. You can leverage your time. I'm not 18 anymore, so I'm just paying money just to get something started within the next 3 months. Okay, so got to stop as much paid communities as I can. And again, I need to buy either instantly or smartly. That's the app to do cold emails. Most likely going to do smartly because you can add an extra $20 for a client, which means if you want to do client work, it's only an extra $20 to add more accounts, which is what I believe. Swell AI, $75 Australian just to make short form content. Again, I'm aiming for a lead gen cold email agency. If that doesn't work, second option is an agency to do short form content either to LinkedIn founders for LinkedIn or go to YouTube and reach out to everyone doing a podcast and ask them, hey, can I make short form content for you every single day, unlimited, and charge them like 1K as a retainer? Only problem is everyone who's got podcasts has short form already. So that's the only hard part to that. I tried for a bit. I might try again tonight, but we'll see how it goes. So that's Swell AI, that's the website. Check it out if you are wanting to do a short form agency. Apollo is $0, but there is pricing to that. And also Hunter.io, $50 Australian just to get leads. I will consider that because I need to get leads somewhere. In total, $855 of expenses that just burning out of my bank account, plus bills, plus mortgage, plus food. Let's not die trying to set up a business because, as you all know, people who are trying setting up businesses doesn't doesn't work. But it's just don't give up. If you give up, that $855 kind of went nowhere. Okay, so um, bootstrapping. I am literally bootstrapping this with my own money and trying to get to this moment where I'm just collecting money from the internet because that's pretty much what everyone wants. So just try to that. I'm trying to build an audience of hopefully people that are dreamers like me trying to get out of the rat race and retire their parents because who doesn't want to retire their parents? They've done everything um, ever since you were born. Might as well pay the respects back. Okay. Um, so what else did I write here? Don't do yeah. That's the reason why I don't want to do another course because I don't have all that money to deploy. So yeah, $800. That's almost like an expensive payment plan because you'll be paying it off month by month. If it is a course, you're just consuming content and you're kind of implementing. Versus if you're doing something for free, you're implementing way more because it's just trial and error, trial and error, trial and error, and that's still learning. But the cool thing about free learning and free information is that it burns away. You're gonna learn better because for me, I learn through my emotions. And what I mean by that is if I burn money and something really bad happens, I'm like, fuck, I am not going to do that again. Versus if you get mentors, there's less at stake because you're being handheld and nurtured, which is a really, really good thing, especially if you want to learn that way. But for me, I need it. I need that memory in my head to be like, all that suffering, I'm going to remember that to make sure that that does not happen again. Again, I do have a background in high ticket sales and went through the mentorship, and I do have a skill set of closing at 35%. So that is why I'm directing all my energy to figure out how to do a lead gen agency. Because if I'm sending 1,000 emails and I'm maybe booking 5 appointments per day, 35% of that, one or two unclosed a day, 1K. 1K close a day, fulfill 30K a month. That's the aim. 30K a month consistently. Let's go. Let's do that. On top of that, I'm layering that plus building my personal brand on multiple platforms until I figure out the winner. That's why I am doing every single platform until I find a winner. Once I find a winner, meaning the impressions are just way better in one platform, I'm just going to focus all my energy into that. And then I'm going to redistribute content around that winner. Find the winner. If you're a beginner, you have no idea what the winner is because you're losing every single day. You're losing money every single day. You're like, what the hell's going on? But until you find the winner, then there's some kind of direction. But right now, you're just shooting blanks in the dark. Okay. So who is this not for? Okay. So these are my impressions. These are small, but who is this not for? If you need a clear direction, if you need someone to hold your hand, and if you don't want to learn for free because you need that accountability, go get a course. I would highly recommend getting a course. But if you're someone that just a bit more accountable, you're okay with a bit of loneliness and just figuring it out, you're okay burning money because what else are you going to do with your money? Cost of living is getting more expensive. Why leave it in the bank account? Because of inflation, it's not worth as much. So let's try to get out of it. Let's try to make more money. Let's try to turn $1 into $3. Hey, let's try to do that. So if you really need that handhold and that accountability, then yeah, go do a course. But the only thing that I could say based on past experiences about courses, there's a lot of things that isn't guaranteed, like a job or business. The market wants what the market wants. What does that mean? If you haven't done market research, or if you don't know what's trending, or if you think you know what the market wants, you don't know what the market wants because it keeps changing. Things are getting more expensive. People want to be in business. People fail in business. We don't know what the market wants. This is a really good quote that I got from Sam Oven. The market is essentially like Sally. You think she wants an awesome sandwich, but she doesn't want sandwich because she's not hungry. You want to give what the market is hungry for. Why do I think lead gen is what people want? Essentially, I'm trying to sell to businesses, and businesses to stay alive, they need cash flow. How do you get cash flow? You need to sell them on a service. And what kind of service can you sell? Give them way more appointments. And here's the kicker. The thing that I feel like I can separate myself apart from everyone else when it comes to lead gen is I could probably also offer them a, a to brand myself way more unique is I'll be like I can close for you at the same time and I'll take another 10%. So if I can close. So I wonder if there's any lead gen agencies that I have background in high ticket sales. Now that's a question because if I can skill set lead generation, which is a marketing and closing, powerful skill, extremely powerful skill. But the con into what I'm doing is I'm burning a fair bit of money, not expecting anything in return. And I feel like that is part and parcel when it comes to doing free value. And this is why people actually don't get started because they see money being burnt and they're not executing. They just get scared. And I'll be honest, I am shitting myself because I don't even know if it's going to work. But the thing that is making me keep going is execution. Execute, reiterate. Execute, reiterate. All right. So if you like to watch more, I want to be posting way more. The aim is every day. The minimum is every second or third day. If I need to get on the level as the better chow, because I'm the lesser chow payment, because he's posting way more than me, I have to post tomorrow. But if you enjoy this content, watch me grow, subscribe, hit a comment. If you are in a situation like myself where you're trying to skill stack, you've got a background in sales, and you're trying to figure out what should I do with this skill set, set up a business, do lead gen, do content, short form content agency. Try to figure out a way you can make your own offer because I believe in this situation right now, we don't need more closers. We need way more offers. We need better offers. We need offers that actually fulfill. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing instead of trying to find another closing job. All right. Thanks for listening. I'll catch you later.